Have any of you tried these one-a-day menopause women formula tablets? Now it says that they are complete multivitamin to help reduce hot flashes. Look at Goodbaby, y'all.
Cruising down the highway, windows rolled down. Good mommy and good baby, we wearing the crown. We're living the good life under open skies. Together we shine. Just look in our eyes. Every day's a blessing, every moment's bright. In our RV home, everything feels right. Campfires at night with stories to tell. Explore the unknown, oh, we do it so well. From mountains to valleys, the road is our friend. With laughter and love, this journey won't end. Make memories to last, that's our vow. Good mommy and good baby, living it now. We're living the good life under open skies. Together we shine. Just look in our eyes. Every day's a lesson, every moment's bright. In our RV home, everything feels right. So here's to the travels, the joys we'll find. The good life's a journey, and we're intertwined. Hit the road, let's roll, it's a brand new day. Good mommy and good baby, we're paving the way. Riding in the trailer, everywhere we go. Life's a great adventure, living in the flow. With our hearts wide open, chasing every dream in this good life. Nothing's as it seems, good life. Yeah, we're living it true, every twist and turn. There's so much to do, family vibes, making memories to share. Good mommy and good baby, the world's our fair. From the mountains to the coast, we ignite the fire. Every mile we travel takes us even higher. Sunrise in the east, stars in the night. Together we're unstoppable, shining so bright. Through the struggles and the strife.
Happy Monday, family.
Today is May 19th. We received a notification email that we had a package to pick up, so we wanted to open it with you all. Wow. Whoever packaged this did an outstanding job. Okay. There we go. No, they had some type of tape on it. Whew, Jesus. Oh, this feels pretty heavy right here. It says safety prone.
Okay, so first thing I see here is this little box here. As Good Mommy said, it definitely has some weight to it. So I'm very curious to see what is inside of here. Ooh, okay. Okay, this is for our carpet. So if you all did not watch our last video, we definitely recommend you check that one out after you watch this one, because in that video we installed our brand new carpet in our travel trailer, which we absolutely love.
Yes,
but it was a little bit too wide for our walkway, and so instead of cutting the edges, because we don't want the edges to fray, we thought that this carpet tape would be a really great alternative to make it the width that we like without damaging it in any way. So it says that this is double-sided carpet tape. It is residue free and the adhesion is very, very strong. You can kind of see a demonstration of how it works in this little photograph here. So basically you can just put this at the bottom of your carpet, and that way you don't have to worry about it moving around as you walk on top of it.
Yes, and I believe that it's 9 yards. So we have a very nice quantity to work with. As Good Baby said, it's supposed to be very durable. So I'm really excited for us to open this up and try it out. We'll let you all know how it works. Have any of you tried these one a day menopause women formula tablets? Honey, I'm excited to try them and see how these work as well. Now, it says that they are complete multivitamins with more, and the more is formulated to help reduce hot flashes. Look at Good Baby, y'all. Somebody said in the comments that they love Good Baby's facial expressions. I know, right? So again, they are formulated to reduce hot flashes, address mild mood changes, and support healthy skin. Anyone need one a day? Anyone need one a day? Good Baby, do you need one a day?
Thank God.
Good Baby, do you think I need one a day?
I mean, you don't really get hot flashes and a lot of the symptoms, so not really, to be honest, but it's up to you. Whatever you think will make you feel good.
Well, I ordered these because I started losing my train of thought every now and again. And y'all, I do not want to be forgetful. Like if I'm thinking of something to do, I have to jot it down in my notes app sometimes, which is not bad because we all have to take notes here or there. But sometimes I'm just home and I think of something that I need to do and then I'll forget it, and I'm like, I don't know. It's just different for me. I've never really experienced this before like I do now. Do any of you experience forgetting things? Say, for example, I have to go to the store to pick up a few items, and I've checked the refrigerator. I know exactly what I need. It's only like 2 or 3 items, but then when I get to the store, I can't think of what I need.
And during these events, when Good Mommy noticed this, of course, we were talking about it, as we always do. And I was just reassuring her that, like, Good Mommy, we all forget things. Like, she just mentioned how she forgets grocery items. A lot of times she'll tell me, oh, Kizion, or hey, Good Baby, don't forget that we need this. And then we get to the store, and a lot of times I don't even remember the items either. So I'm like, it's nothing I don't think to be concerned about, because we can all be a little bit forgetful sometimes.
Yes, and I'm so grateful that Good Baby told me that because it really made me feel better. That yes, all of us forget things sometimes, but I wanted to do some research because I forget more now than I used to, I believe. I mean, I was always, and I still am, sharp on remembering things, but I just wanted to see if that was a symptom of a condition. So I researched it and found out that it's actually a symptom of menopause. So when I researched it, it brought me to these one a day vitamins for women that experience menopause. And I'm so glad it did. Now, I actually purchased some other one a day vitamins, and I had begun taking those vitamins, and I'll show you those shortly because I just wanted to go ahead and get started because I had to order these. They do not sell these in store. I have not found them anyway. So I went online and I ordered these from Walmart. We're going to go ahead and open this box and show you what they look like. But before we do that, let me show you what I was taking before I was waiting for these to arrive. So this is what I was taking. These are one a day gummies, and they help with bone health, heart health, immune health, skin, muscle health. I'm trying to think of everything, you all. But these support pretty much every system in our bodies. I mean, just an overall healthy vitamin. So, yeah, these are the ones I'm taking. I believe what I'm going to do is take one every other day. So I'm going to take these one day, and then the next day I'll be taking these because they both help with different things and they supply so many different vitamins. I mean, I'm just so excited to be on this journey. So if you're taking vitamins, I want you to comment below what you're taking. Are you taking one a day, or are you taking, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D? What are you taking to help keep you healthy, help keep your heart healthy, help keep your immune system healthy, help keep your skin and your hair and your nails healthy? What are you taking to supplement your health?
And I was super excited to see that Good Mommy got these because I absolutely think it is so important for everyone, but especially mothers, to take care of themselves. And so I
Yeah.
was super glad that she made this investment in herself by getting these gummies and the other vitamins as well. These are pretty much like Good Mommy said, an overall health gummy. So if I wanted to, I haven't been because I like it being just something that Good Mommy takes, to invest in herself. But this is something that any female over the age of puberty or over the time of puberty could take.
Oh, you can take some, honey.
But I haven't been, and I have been though, however, enjoying seeing Good Mommy take them. But I do want to say that too, even if you're a younger woman and you're not going through perimenopause or menopause, this is something that any female who has reached the age of puberty can take. So I just wanted to mention that.
Thank you, good baby. But yes, I mean, if you want to take these, you can definitely take these.
Oh yeah, I
as
don't
well.
have to.
Why
I've been enjoying you taking them.
Aw. All right, so it says that there are 50 tablets in here. So let's see how those look.
Victory is looking.
Yeah.
It's okay, sweet boy.
Wow, they offer so many vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, thiamine, riboflavin,
We can't even pronounce some of them.
niacin, vitamin B6, folate, vitamin B12, biotin, calcium, iodine, magnesium, zinc. I mean, just a whole wide range of vitamins. They're so pretty, y'all.
Are they like purple?
That's the color of the vitamins. It's more like I think they're pink, right?
Yeah, like a pink.
And they have the number 1 on them. Super duper cute. Now, I've already taken my vitamin today, so I cannot take this one, but I'm going to put this in a little baggie. And I guess I'll get me one of the little pill containers because I do not have one, but I'll get me a weekly, you know how they have those pill containers, and I'll put one because I'm going to take a gummy one day, and then the next day I'll take one of these cute little pink tablets. So I'm going to, prepare myself weekly so that each day I can take the correct vitamin. So I think it's a really, really good idea, as Good Baby said, to invest in ourselves as women and make sure that we're taken care of. We cannot pour out of what we don't have. And our children depend on us. If you're married, your husbands depend on you. Our mothers or fathers who may have reached a certain age depend on us from time to time. And, I mean, we just want to be healthy for ourselves as well. So, again, in order for you to pour out of your jug into someone else, even if you just see someone walking on the street and you need to pray for them, you need the health and the strength to be able to talk and pray for, other people. So be sure to get your exercise. I'm trying to work on this now. I mean, I noticed I've gained a few pounds just by looking at myself. I can tell. So I'm exercising at least 4 or 5 times a day, trying to eat healthier as well. I need to work on getting more sleep because, I try to hang with Good Baby, trying to stay up late at night sometimes, and I know I cannot do that. So I need to start getting more sleep as well. I'm telling you all my truth today, so that you all can follow me and help me along with my journey, and I can help you all as well. I'm very excited for this next season in my life that God has shown me. Hey, if you want to be healthy, you got to put the work in to be healthy, just like you have to put the work in to do other things that we like to do as women. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you all what I'm doing. Share with us in the comments what you are doing, because what you share with us can help us as well, and we can all have a nice, healthy, and happy life together.
I am so proud of Good Mommy for making her little vitamin regimen, because I think, as Good Mommy said, it is so important to watch out for our health, because what we don't have, we definitely can't invest in someone else. And I just want to specify the importance too, regardless of how old you are, if you're taking multiple vitamins, to rotate like the days in which you take each of them, because just like most things, too much of them, even though they're really good for your body, can be harmful to you. So just be careful of which vitamins you're overlapping, and how often you're taking them, how many you're taking, because even though, of course, you want to make sure they're going in your body, taking too many vitamins can be just as harmful as not getting enough. So just want to put a little asterisk on that.
Yes, I mean, you're so right, because I believe a person can actually overdose if they take too much medication. So we do have to be careful. So we may want to invest in some type of vitamin container, or planner. Good Baby and I were trying to come up with the correct term for them, but Good Baby says, you can tell we don't take medication. We don't, which is a good thing, because, having medication in your body can cause different symptoms as well. So you do have to be careful what you take and know why you're taking it. But those planners at the Dollar Tree are only $125, so they are very inexpensive. Even if you can't afford one, I can help you with that. If you're needing a container, just let me know. And while we're on the subject of menopause, I want to read a little excerpt from my book called Rejuvenation. For those of you who have not seen the book, this is what it looks like. And it's a really, really good book. Now, I've been skimming through the book here and there, just getting some helpful tips, some different information that can really help me improve my outlook in regards to what menopause means, how it can affect me, things like that. So I'm going to read Mind Over Menopause. I'm going to read a little excerpt from it. It says studies have proven how important the mind body connection is to our well being. As we think, so we become. And that is so true. As a man thinks in his heart, the Bible says, so are we, So we have to be careful how we think. We have to be careful what we say. We even have to be careful about what we do. It all matters. Perhaps you've heard the saying, our issues are in our tissues. I've never heard that saying, but sounds pretty good to me. Unless we start each day with the powerful intention to nurture ourselves as much as possible, we were just talking about that, self defeating thoughts and activities can sabotage our goal to achieve wholeness and increase the probability of manifesting menopausal symptoms. Now, one main thing that it talks about that we have to be careful of, and I'm always careful of this, is stress. Stress can cause so many harmful issues to our bodies. God did not even mean for us to be stressed out. There's a saying that says, I'm too blessed, honey. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Okay. So you have to think about that. You have to think about how much God has blessed us, and don't stress over the small stuff, because normally it's the small things that people stress about. I try my best. I don't care if it's a bill. I don't care if it's a health issue, which I thank God I have not had a lot of health symptoms, but when they have occurred, I've eased my mind and I've prayed over them. I prayed to God, knowing that God is my healer. So I don't care what the issue is. I try my best not to stress over anything. I'm always in the mindset, God has blessed me too much. He is blessing me so much, and he's going to bless me even more for me to stress over things. And when we stress, we're not able to give God what's due to him, which is praise. We have to be careful not to stress over things that we sometimes can't change anyway. Be careful about that. So it says stress is the root of our hormonally challenged selves. It can throw off our body's natural balance of the five major hormones, which are estrogen, cortisol, testosterone, progesterone, and DHEA.
I'm familiar with those hormones too because on my period tracker, it'll show you like during every season of the month during the 4 phases, like which of those hormones are the highest and which are the lowest. So I've heard of all those names.
Oh, awesome, awesome. I've heard of them as well, not on a period tracker because, of course, we didn't have those growing up. But I have heard of these as well just by doing research and studying, you know. It is irrefutable that uncontrolled emotional stress causes oxidative stress or cellular aging. Mm. Oh my goodness. Definitely don't want the, what do they call it? Cellular aging. We don't want to age quickly. We want to age slowly, you know, especially in appearance. Science has proven that stress damages our DNA and can be culprit behind wrinkles, gray hair, and those hot flashes, but also behind all forms of disease. Wow. And the shortening of our lifespan that results can be significant. What to do? So here is the prescription. One prescription, it says, is to put yourself at the top of your own to-do list. As Good Baby was saying, she's so glad that I'm taking these vitamins now. And I appreciate you for that, Good Baby. She sees me putting myself at the top of my to-do list.
After God, of course.
After God, of course. Get thee to the yoga mat. Or meditate. Or breathe deeply. And create a shift in your attitude. Baby, this is a good book. If y'all don't have this book, y'all need to order this. Now, Good Baby and I blessed somebody with one of these books. We were only able to find two, but I believe they do have them on Amazon.
Yeah.
Now, this is not a sponsorship, but we just want to share when we find something that can be a blessing to others. Emotional balance pays huge dividends for ourselves and everyone around us. You may need to look at your life and determine what needs to give. What needs to give. You know what I mean? What you cannot take. You may need to end a bad relationship. I've been there. Or switch jobs. I've been there. Or get rid of your cell phone. Or get your finances organized. I've been there. Or take any number of other steps in order to take your life back. Because our lives matter. Our lives matter. Ask yourself, where can I let go of some attachments in order to live a simpler life? This kind of soul searching can mightily deflect stress. Now, as I was reading, especially toward the end of these paragraphs, I thought about when Good Baby and I were staying in the townhome, and it was very, very expensive. You know, I've always wanted the best for us, and which we all should want the best for ourselves. But the best is not always, you know, something that is more than what you can afford. The best is not more than what you can afford. The best is what you can afford and have something left over. And since we have come to terms with living a tiny home type style life during this season, because seasons change. How many know seasons can change? Yeah. Since we have come to living the tiny home lifestyle during this season, I've noticed a better quality of life for us.
Much better.
Yeah, I've noticed that we can spend more time together. We can pray more. We can, you know, talk more, have better communication. We can cook. We can love on each other more. And not only love on each other or have a better communication with others, but we can have more communication with others. You know, I'm just so grateful for this lifestyle now. I'm
Me
so
too.
grateful for reading this. It makes me look at things in a different way. Especially how we have changed our lifestyles and began to live a freer lifestyle. I'm just so grateful, y'all.
Me too.
I'm so grateful for the change. Sometimes people ask us in the comments, why would we leave the townhome and start doing this? Or they may look at it, in different ways, but we look at it as being a blessing. Again, which would you prefer? Being blessed or being stressed? A long time ago, people used to say, don't try to live like the Joneses live or like your next door neighbors live. You have to live the life God has for you.
Yeah.
And sometimes the life that God has for you may not look right to someone else because they're not the ones living your life. They're living their own life. They should be looking at the life that they are living. But sometimes we get our eyes off of what God has for us because we're trying to see the grass that we think that's greener on the other side, when really all your grass needs is some watering. All you may need is some extra vitamins or some extra time spent with God in His Word, or some extra time with your child to make your life a better life. So this has really been a great, teaching time and a learning time, even though we're bringing it before y'all. It's touching home, y'all. Anytime we're reading something in God's word or reading just, something to better our lives, it should hit home before we start sharing it with someone else. It should hit me. I should start walking better and doing better before I try to share it with someone else, you know. So I'm grateful today for this word that I believe God has allowed me to pick up and read. I believe it's going to rejuvenate me and help me. And as it rejuvenates me and help me, I can be a blessing and help someone else. I won't stress someone else out because I'm not stressed out.
I just want to say that I absolutely loved the excerpt that Good Mommy chose to read, and I really love how, as she said, that eliminating stress is a really good way to rejuvenate yourself. And Good Mommy had such a great analysis when she was connecting that to our transition from our townhouse to our van to here. And I really love how the excerpt mentioned how sometimes the way to eliminate stress is making a hard decision to let something go. And for us, that was where we were living at the time. And of course, that's definitely not always easy.
Yeah.
It's not always easy. It definitely wasn't easy for us. You know, we're so grateful now that we've made the transition. But before the transition, it was not easy. You know, it was a leap of faith for us because we didn't know what to expect. You know, we had never lived this lifestyle, nor had we ever known someone that's lived this lifestyle. So this is something that we were just going based on, you know, what God had told us to do at the time. So it's not always easy to let something go, even though you may know in the long run it's ultimately going to give you a better quality of life. However, as soon as you make that decision, it may take some time to get to the point you want to get to, but I can only speak for us. Immediately after we made the decision, our quality of life and the amount of time we got to spend together just skyrocketed. And I'm just so thankful for the journey that God has allowed us to go on. And the words that Goodmommy read today were just a confirmation that that was from Him.
So true, because sometimes we can be in the same house, I'm not going to say the person's name, but I was so shocked when I heard them say it. They said that their father was in the house, but he wasn't like in the house. Like he was there, but his presence wasn't there, meaning he wasn't talking with this person to see how their day was going. He wasn't appreciating having this child. He was there in the house, possibly paying the bills, possibly doing a whole lot of things, but time matters. We can be making sure the house is top notch, doing all types of things, but if we're not spending that quality time with our loved ones, they know and they can tell the difference. So being attentive is key. It is very, very important. So that brings us to the end of this video. And if you have made it thus far, the word of the day is balance. Okay? because balance pays huge dividends to making sure that we are healthy. So be sure to comment the word of the day down below to let us know that you have made it this far.
As always, if you haven't already, please be sure to give this video a humongous thumbs up and subscribe to our channel down below. Also, please hit that notification bell so you'll never miss any of our future videos. Click the link in our description box to become a channel member today, and share our channel with your family and friends so our family can continue to grow.
And don't forget, be good to yourself and be good to others. Love you all. Bye.
Hit the road, let's roll, it's a brand new day. Good mommy and good baby, we're paving the way. Riding in the trailer, everywhere we go. Life's a great adventure, living in the flow. With our hearts wide open,